Good morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Wednesday the 13th of July 2022. Quick look at yesterday's result for Tuesday the 12th then. We're at Southall on the National Hunt and the one in the 740, sorry. We had to go at two horses. We had to go at this number 6 Trolley Boy, which was a non-runner, so that was returned to us the stake. And then we were left with this 0.3125 of a unit on the Saka, which came second at 100 to 30 to the odds-on favourite number 1 Bathiva, which won at 4 to 11. If you watch that race, you'll see it was pretty tight at the end. This Lusaka jumped into basically Bathiva, which is an 8-year-old chaser, and basically the jockey was lucky to even stay on. It was just challenging and just unfortunate. Could have gone. We're quite likely to have got a win out of that, but you'll never know. So anyway, we lost 0.3125 of a unit there, and the account's plus 60.34 units in profit overall. So we'll stop it there and write up today's racing. Right, we're back. We've written up today's racing then. So for Wednesday the 13th of July. No filter 1, which is our structure filter, no ratio, but we do have an alternate. It's at Lingfield on the all-weather on the flat this evening at 6:30. It's a fillies novice stakes, class 5, 3 or plus 114, modelled at 93. Now, what do we know about Lingfield 12 furlongs? Dundalk slightly quicker, 94. Lingfield's 93, which is where we are. Kempton's slightly slower, 92. Newcastle a little bit slower again, 91. Wolverhampton slower, 90, and Chelmsford the slowest of the lot, 89 for context. So it's at the speedy end of the scale really for 12 furlongs. The likely favourite then is this River of Stars, number 5. What do we know about River of Stars then? It's had 3 runs basically, and Sandown, Nottingham and Newbury. The first 2 runs, Sandown and Nottingham, were mediocre races. And then it went into Newbury 12 furlongs, and it's been handicapped pretty harshly, to be honest. It's been handicapped at an official rating of 92 off the back of that race, and we think it should be about an 80-85 really. That horse, it's overcooked, and it's basically pretty one pace. So we're going to give that a chop. And then you're looking at numbers 3 and 4, Fine China and High Sparkle. It's Night Sparkle. Night Sparkle then, it's had easy trips in mediocre races, and it's not really going to be up to the job today, we don't think. So to get rid of that one. And Fine China, it's had one race at Chelmsford on the all-weather, and that was a pretty 75, 70, 71, 68. It's nothing to write home about, and it doesn't look to have the speed either, so we can get rid of that one. So we're left with this Dettori's Ride Dignified, number 2. And what do we know about that horse? Kempton on the 8th of the 6th, novice fillies, 1 mile 3. Model 92, so it's in the zone. It was sort of just off the pace and ran on quite nicely. So that horse has got the right profile for this race. So we're going to use that as a break-even hedge. So we've got 0.125 of a unit win on that at what did we get? 2.85 to 1. So just slightly better than 11 to 4 on the exchanges. So and that really leads us into the one we're going to have a go at, which is number 1 Ballyblanc, which is the outsider of the race really. What do we like about Ballyblanc? Well, it's had 2 runs. The first run was at Lingfield at 12 furlongs, a maiden filly stakes, which is basically what we're looking at here, except this is a novice stakes. And that was a 75-71, so it was a mediocre race, but it's a big horse or big filly, and if you look at the race there, he had a bad trip. It was basically very underrated. it was just rammed up in the final half a furlong against the rail behind a wall of horses, or two horses, and had nowhere to go. So that was a surprisingly, it looks worse than it is. Then went to Goodwood novice fillies, 10 furlongs soft, modelled 91, and that was an 89. It was a better race, and basically, if you look at that race, it was his second run. They really weren't bothered there. The jockey was hardly moving. It was eased, and it was a very lacklustre approach, which can be ignored. And they're back at their proven surface, and so we're going to have a go at this. And we've managed to get a little bit on at 2 places as well. So a very small amount because the pools are so small, but it'll cover our win bet on this ballot. So we've got 0.125 of a unit win at 25 to 1 on Bally Blanc, and we've got a little bit at 2 places on the pools at 6 to 1. So that's just for information there, really. The pools are very small, but we've managed to get a bit on. So we're batting at about 0.3 of a unit overall exposure, really. And obviously the main danger is this River of Stars, which we've discounted. So that's where we are. We're using number 2, Dignified, as a break-even hedge to have a good go at this number 1, Bally Blanc. And we've even hedged that slightly with 2 places on the exchanges as well. So anyway, we'll leave that there and we'll view that tomorrow. So if you subscribe, thanks for subscribing and watching generally. We've gone for a little rough patch. We've picked up a couple of non-runners, and the ones we've been left with have left us high and dry, or they've just been seen off, as in yesterday with the jumps meeting at Southall. So but things will buck up, and hopefully this will be the one today. So we'll review that tomorrow. So see you tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.